Yeah, literally midway through the third, I just ended up fucking simming my game. I was like, this is fucking dog wash, dude. Takes a lot to push me to that. No, I'll play normally my games and take my L's, but there's a there's a fucking limit. Like when I'm just, dude, this same school I simmed a season with, and they went 9-3 and won the conference, and now I'm getting dog walked by everybody. Yep. That is what came across my feed today.
Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special.
Like possible award wins come game of the year time or game awards time, and that's gonna be crazy because people are comparing it to Pokemon, not in the level of like same game, obviously, but Game Freak is putting out this game that could possibly win multiple game awards. And then yet Pokemon hasn't rated higher than like a 7 or an 8 in quite a few years or iterations. And it's like, this is Pokemon's biggest competition right now.
Bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football.
Yep, and nothing Nintendo controls or anything.
Second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
I see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little
Yep.
ground to cover to pick up the first.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They bring the punter onto the field now. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last
Well, that's a
week.
3 and out. That's a good start.
The Miners offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on the, he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Right.
Getting the field, it's Colson. Looking deep.
Okay. right? Yeah, because I mean, I've touched Xbox before, very limited, but I at least enough where when I see Xbox controls, I can in my mind easily translate it to PlayStation.
Looking for room, it's Scott. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as
Right.
they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
It's 3rd and 5. To the air, it's Hayes. They'll move the chains after
Thank you, Williams. You're like one of the few fucking bright spots I've got.
Finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
with the draw. It's Scott. They got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Setting up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
I mean, no gain. I gained 5, albeit should have been like at least 15, but
Motion from the wideout. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
Reads it, fires complete.
can y'all not hold a block for more than half a fucking second?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Let's push this.
Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Goes to the option. He'll toss it.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all are
And he'll lose yardage on
reading
this
that.
play. Loses 2
still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The RPO, it's complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page.
Hey, it only took me being 7 overall points higher than them,
Ball is loose on the return. Scooped up by the kicking team.
and then suddenly I have over 9 minutes of possession in the first quarter, and I have 2 touchdowns. 9 minutes of that came on one single drive.
Out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen, so you can put a hat on a football.
But yet a team that I'm on equal footing with dominates me.
And I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hit somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm just
This drive.
fighting for my life, too.
Running inside. It's Jones. Keeps it moving. Yard gain to the 24. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for a man. It's Colson. Throws for the tight end. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter.
Yeah, they didn't even have a minute of possession in the first quarter.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a... answer. And the Miners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh start.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
We love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard Working down the middle. Connection to the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. Under fire. Almost had the completion.
Just finally had my first incomplete pass, and it's because the fucking wide receiver just fucking dropped it when it was wide open.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Made the grab in the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
All you can say
If you think I'm not about to run this fucking score up, you're wild. I am going to push for so many goddamn points this game.
and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The Miners will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the right. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple of dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but get...
He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Miners line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Time to change now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. How about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. To throw, it's Hayes. Here's the pressure. Working working that left side. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The option, he'll keep it.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. What a tackle! Field, he'll lose 6 on the play.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Not saying I didn't get lucky with that, but I definitely got lucky with that. That was a bad read by me.
Pretty excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lucky that defender had his back turned the whole fucking way. Let me get that video for you. All right, I just put it in the highlights channel when you get a chance to watch it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal.
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move it for a first down. And the Miners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Jones. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Now on second down. Looking to pass. It's Colson. Makes the catch. There he goes. He is in. Touchdown.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence. defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
How do you call that as the receiver dropping the ball? Okay.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
This game pisses me off so fucking much.
From the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas taking on the Mississippi Bulldogs. And it's the Longhorns trying to close out one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in Fargo. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
I have 19 minutes time of possession to their 5.
Start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5.
No, because they ain't doing that for me.
Line on the return. UTEP has the ball, the offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
This is a frustration game. That's what it is.
This offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Back to pass, it's Colson. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Miners will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Scott. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Here's the thing, not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing like
You all cannot block the run to save your fucking life.
Blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Runs through a man. He might have space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last two games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive lineman can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out, got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Got his man. Into the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pocket breaking down.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Low.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Good timing on the quick out. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on 2nd down? Running inside. It's Mitchell. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
Of course it was on me. smiling at me.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Bringing the heat. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Flopping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Tracy. Lets it fly on the move. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Miners are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The Miners kept this drive. On the ground, now back to work. Going to the running game. Maybe a crease. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Miners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Past the 50. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
That's how you do it. Cause the fumble, scoop it up, try to put it in the end zone. How about the big fella getting down the field? He didn't score, but flipped the field completely and now set this offense up in a position to score some points.
Just gets rid of the football. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Under fire. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, They'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run, it's Barnes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Unloads to the wideout. Completed. Man,
That shit's getting rescheduled. Quick, fast, in a fucking hurry.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
So I'm blowing them out in this game, but I still don't really feel any different. Like, the shit that they're doing well is just still bullshit to me. Like, I'm still not running the ball well. Everything's coming out of the passing game. And they're still just like at points, just, hey, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to. Kind of just annoying, frustrating. Even though I'm blowing them out and getting a win, still not happy with how it's going. Well, no, I'm looking for, because it took me being 7 overall higher than them to do this. All these games that I'm getting destroyed in, like, I'm right on par with these guys overall wise. Like, we're talking like 2 to 3 points difference. Like, we're all trash. But they're like, oh yeah, we're playing like we're 15 points overall better than you. Like, I shouldn't be getting steamrolled the way that I am.
Gets the offense out, ready to get things rolling in this drive.
What did Rick say?
Back to throw, it's Hayes. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he'll find
job by the defense containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They're okay. Their guy pushed me into the motherfucker.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Torres. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Movement on the offensive line.
Of course. More fucking penalties.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Safe completion on the screen. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss,
Yeah, live with
that
that.
would have been huge.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The inside handoff. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I'm also getting real tired of not seeing the computer get flagged for anything.
I mean, they really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Oh, yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. It absolutely fucking does.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the
Penalties, though, to me are the one area where I feel like it should never be stacked against you. Like that should just be like,
Been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going. And
yeah, there are games like if you want the computer to get rolling hot, get the computer rolling hot. Like because that happens in real life. Like sometimes the team just starts out really fucking good, but penalties should never be that area.
Not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be on the cannot give as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of
Because as you saw in that Nevada game,
They played. They knew they had to come
penalties can be an absolute fucking killer.
They've run it well. They've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
There you go. Okay.
what an elite does. They know they're better. They
Ain't trying to be me.
take the figurative sledgehammer and hit him right between
Because in Elden Ring, the first playthrough I had, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go explore. Locked myself out of like half the shit quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because I didn't know better.
To play with the same type of intensity, same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good.